Yo, welcome back to another YouTube video. This is day 18 if I recall. Didn't take no trades today. Honestly, took the day off. So we're just gonna go over it. mm, Replay, start new, 8:30. Yeah, so we're just gonna back test, and also tomorrow the markets are closed. Why? Cause it's and there was news today. Yeah, and tomorrow it's the market is closed. Why? Because of Good Friday. So I wouldn't recommend y'all trading. Anyways, to the day off, and honestly, even before pre-market, yeah, we are in this 4-hour fair value gap. You guys can see. We go down to the 1 minute. Well, let's do this first. And also we have a fair value gap, bullish fair value gap. Other than that, we can go lower. Make it a little bit like this, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Boom. Well, for this we can put it on the back of our head because it is a big fair value gap. So we're on a fair value gap uptrend. Instantly says uptrend for me. And I'm pretty sure there's two trades I already can tell: pre-market and before market, after market opens. Pre-market, as you guys can see, we hit the five. Remember, we hit the with the 4-hour fair value gap, which honestly just need a retracement. If we can get a retracement, that would be dope. We did on NQ. We got a retracement on the 15-minute. Well, you can consider it retracement also on as a retracement. You can consider it as a retracement. Respected its fair value gap. Yeah, ES didn't even come close to that 5-minute fair value gap. While on ES on NQ we respected it. You guys can see, so we would have scaled down. Honestly, just waited for us to close above this 1-minute high. Which would have been like over here. But obviously, wanting a better risk to ratio, would have waited. Boom, boom. Right here. Boom. Targets. That should be good. So yeah. So you guys can see, yeah, that'll be good right there. We would have honestly hit TP without even market openings. um, so yeah, I mean, this high also corresponds with this 15-minute fair value gap, which that would have been the trade. Not gonna lie, but let's say I missed that. Let's just say I missed that. So now I'm waiting for market to open. We didn't inverse this important 15-minute fair value gap, which if we wanted to go down, I would have wanted this to get inverse, but we didn't. Which is fine. Let me clear this up even more. There we go. Since we didn't inverse it, I'm looking for hmm. I'm honestly looking for us to go back down, sweep liquidity to the downside and then go up, or we just inverse this for value gap. But yeah, let's press play on market. Oh shit, hold on. Okay, so you guys can see we didn't inverse it. So that was our manipulation for me. And while I was trying to wait for a manipulation on the 5 minute, boom, guess what? We hit the other, the lower bearish fair value gap, which is this one on NQ. Same thing happened on ES. Waited for a trace, waited for equilibrium. We form equilibrium, but guess what? We touch into this 15-minute fair value gap, which that resets my strategy to going back into the 15 minute, identify the manipulation that we have created, the new manipulation that we created, which is this 15-minute fair value gap, and then guess what? Scale down to a lower time frame. Um, which one is lower? It looks like ES is the index lower. Mm, honestly, yeah, I think yeah, ES NQ is the lowest index and ES is the leading index. So guess what? Now I'm gonna wait for a retracement, a form of equilibrium, which if we scale back down, I mean if we um replay, we're still not ready for that yet. Hmm. Not really. This isn't really equilibrium. Yeah. Also, we are gonna take it on ES. Why? Because on the 5 minute, I'm seeing that we inverted this 7:05 a.m. and on Nasdaq we didn't, which is ES is more bullish for today. Need to wait for some type of equilibrium. which I mean, this the hit. Honestly, didn't create equilibrium, because this is for sure not equilibrium, because it goes up, down. Mm, never mind. Yeah, this is equilibrium right here. As you guys can see, let me just adjust it. I don't think so though. Hmm. Cause we go up, down. Oh yeah, never mind. Yeah, cause we are going up, down, up. You guys can see we filled equilibrium. I'm gonna take the trade on ES. Fill equilibrium. And yeah, immediately filled equilibrium. So yeah, I would have entered around here. Buy. Stop loss beneath this low. Also protecting us. This fair value gap. Go down to the 5-15 minute. There we go. Which I mean we would have hit TP honestly. But yeah, this was equilibrium. Boom, boom. Yeah. Jesus, and we went even more go. We went even more up. That's crazy. But yeah. In fact, this was equilibrium. Enter right here. Stop loss around here. 15. A 5.19 risk reward ratio. That's crazy. But yeah, let's say in case I missed that for some reason. Let's say I missed that for some reason. Inverse this fair value gap on the 15 minute, which now honestly I'm looking for some type of retracement, which obviously that's not a retracement. But we also inverse this 30-minute. Yeah, we inverse it. Also on ES, we inverse it. Okay. So now I'm looking for a continuation. Why? Because we inverse this for rally gap on the higher time frame. Let's go down to the 5-minute. See if we feel equilibrium, which we did, and NQ is the leading index. Yeah. NQ. We feel equilibrium. Feel equilibrium, as you guys can see. Boom. And since we have that fair value gap, I honestly want to see a fair value gap get respected. We also feel equilibrium in the 1 minute. Boom, we touch it. Now we're going longs. Stop loss beneath this low. Aim right beneath the 30-minute fair value gap, if I recall. Yep. So let's see. Well, it's going great, as you guys can see, but yeah. Let's see if we would have hit TP, which we did. How to start? There you go. Those are the 3 trades that I could have taken today. What time is it? 10. Not really. We still have a potential to reverse back down, but let's see if, yeah, potential to go back down. Let's say I missed that. I would honestly wait for a confirmation, which would have been this, respected on ES, and also respected it. We didn't even touch it on ES, respected it on NQ. Wait for this. Boom. Honestly, would have waited for us to feel equilibrium, destroy the format of equilibrium if we went even more further. So that takes my bearish bias out. And honestly, would have waited for us to close this 30 minutes to see if we would have respect this 30-minute fair value gap, which we inverted, which honestly can be another trade that I could have taken. You guys can see we inverted not only on NQ but on ES. So I would have waited for some kind of retracement per se on the higher time frame. Which I mean we filled equilibrium, so you guys can see, and on the 5-minute fill the 5 minute equilibrium, 15 minute equilibrium. So now let's go down to the 1 minute and see if we inverse this fair value gap in order for me to enter. Oops, went too far. We inverse it, longs right here. It is a bit yeah. Wait for equilibrium. There you go. Touch equilibrium. Didn't inverse this 1 minute fair value gap. Enter around here. Stop loss beneath this. And target on the higher time frame where possibility that we can I honestly don't think that I don't think that we will get near anywhere this, so I would have just aimed for a 1-to-1, which we did. You guys can see we did, and this wouldn't be here. The stop loss would have been around there. 3, yeah. That would have been it. Honestly didn't saw us going back up. There's no reason, obviously. And yeah, that's the only trade that I would have taken. Why? Because those 3 trades, the morning, the pre-market, us respecting this fair value gap, creating equilibrium, and entering, and us inversing the 30-minute, waited for equilibrium, and then find an entry, yep, to go to the upside. And then this one, which is a 1-to-1 risk to ratio, because I honestly don't see us going back up here. Because the simple fact that the move has already been made. It would have been 11. So yeah, 1 hour prior to New York Market Exchange to close. So yeah, those 3 trades, if I recall. And for this, and obviously there's no, not really, because yeah, this is 12. I would have not traded past that. But yeah, those are the 3 trades that I would have took. Which let me score them. So I'm gonna just mark them real quick. Okay, I marked them all, and this would have been the trades that I would have taken. I mean, obviously, I would have taken the pre-market. Why? Because it's the first one, but this one will be solid for me. Why? Because on NQ we didn't inverse the fair value gap, which is this 15-minute fair value gap. On ES we didn't even touch it, which that was our manipulation. Let's go down to the 5-minute equilibrium. We filled equilibrium to the 5-minute. What are we waiting for? Equilibrium on the 1-minute. We filled equilibrium, enter, stop loss beneath this low, target this high. That was the second trade. The first trade I would have taken on NQ buy because it is the leading index. Not only that, we actually touched equilibrium on the 15 and on the 5-minute on the same candlesticks, and on ES we didn't, so that's another reason why I took the trade on NQ. Since we already had our manipulation on the 15 and our retracement on the 5 minutes, go down to the 1 minute. Waited for us to go at least go to close beneath previous day highs, previous minute 1 minute highs. But since we didn't, resist 1 minute fair value gap. Field equilibrium then, enter around here, stop loss beneath this, take profits above this 5-minute for me. Or possibly just us entering this fair value gap. Third trade, while I was waiting for a retracement for us to go back down. Why? Because we respected it on both of the charts. It looks like we was going to respect it. We didn't. We went more up. We inverse the 30-minute fair value gap on NQ and on ES. Took it on ES. Why? The only reason is because I thought it was the leading index, which it is. Or I could have took it on NQ. It didn't, honestly didn't matter much. Would have took it on NQ, not gonna lie. We're going for the equilibrium on the 15-minute. For the equilibrium on the 5-minute. Wait for us to close beneath previous 1 minute, which would have been this, or even this. We didn't. We went even more further inwards in this. Yeah. Nah, never mind. I wouldn't have taken on in Q, honestly. I would have taken on an ES since I didn't saw the charts that clear. Never mind. Honestly, I wouldn't take this trade. Mm, mm. Yes. Never mind. I would have taken this trade. I just keep going back and forward, but we in resist when we for a belly gap. Waited for a retracement to go back down. Respected that fair value gap, and honestly didn't see much market doing that much. So aim for a 1-to-1 risk to ratio, which we would have hit. Those are the three trades that I would have taken today if I had traded today. As you guys can see, I didn't take none of the trades. Took the day off. I mean, there was news at 8:30. Tomorrow the market is closed, and yeah, that's gonna be it for today, guys. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you on Monday for another day, for day 21, 21, I think. But yeah, see ya.